Hello again everybody, and a very warm welcome back to the Behind the Skies channel once again. I hope you are having a fantastic day so far. You join us on the ground here in Fukuoka, if that's how you pronounce it. I actually was going to look it up, but forgot. But yeah, we're on the ground here in Fukuoka, something like that, and we're going to be taking a ride aboard the all Nippon Airlines Boeing 737-800 today from here, and we're going up to Tokyo Haneda today, and we've got a flight time of just over 1 hour and 24 minutes is what it's given us today. So it should be a good flight over to Tokyo. There is some brilliant photogrammetry basically across the whole of Japan, so we may get a good view of Mount Fuji. We shall see. But then, without further ado, let's jump into the flight deck of the 737-800, and then we can go ahead and get our batteries on, followed by the external power. Continuing the flows, then we can go ahead and align the IRS systems. We can get a forward fuel pump on, DC source over to BAT bus. Emergency exit lights can be armed. We can get the seatbelt signs on, and we'll pop on the window heats as well. And we'll get the lights, the logo lights on. Cruising altitude today, flight level 370. We can chuck that in there, and now that is all good. Coming down to the FMC, then we'll go to our POS in it, and we are on the ground in RJFF. RJFF, and we are going to chuck in our IRS position there. Hop in the route, and our destination is Haneda. We'll go ahead and do our flight plan request. We'll set our payload, set our fuel, and select the route. Of course, that will get us going. Slowly but surely we're getting there.
Runway awareness.
There's the VRAS
Feet.
which recently got an update actually. So now there is the Honeywell sort of VRAS in automatically, which is exciting. I'll show you around it a little bit later on once we get airborne. But it's pretty cool nonetheless. Right, let's go ahead and activate our flight plan then. We can go to our departures and arrivals. Over to the departure page, runway 34 right, down here, and we're going on the Yokat 6 departure, and our VIA is going to be via Ypres. Execute that, back to the index and arrivals. Now this is where we can have a little bit of fun. Let me quickly load our flight plan into chart. And what we'll do, we'll pull the charts up on screen as well. So, here's our route then. And then arrival, go to Scout, and then across up to Bacon and down is what we have got planned at the minute. Another option we have is the going off of Solar, and then there is a River Bay approach somewhere over there, which is quite good as well. But it's given us the ILS 22 to begin with. Brilliant. So yeah, I think we'll just chuck in the ILS for runway 22. Yeah, we'll do that just for ease. Okay, then it is going to be via the XAC 1 Bravo. What transition is it? Is it going to be by nylon? Not by nylon. It's definitely not through steam. Or maybe it is. It is nylon. It is nylon. There we go. Execute that. Perfect. We'll just have a quick look over our routes. After bacon, it's to nylon. Then nifty, Nexus, nitro, and in. Perfect. That's in just how we want it to be. So what we can actually go ahead and do now is go to our init ref page, pop in our cruising altitude for level 370. Cost index is going to be 61. We can go ahead and chuck that into here. And 0 fuel weight goes in, and we will get our reserve. Reserve fuel is going to be 6.8. And we'll execute that. Perfect. We're almost all set up downstairs now. We'll just go to our performance tool, really. Runway 34 right, import all the weather. And that's all set, ready to go. Reef, hello, welcome aboard. Nice to see you. Hope you're having a good day so far. Thanks for popping in. What we'll do, we'll get the METAR. The airfield. Okay, the wind's 290 degrees, 3 knots, 10 mile visibility, few clouds, and temperature 17, dew point 14, QNH1013. Good. That's right then, we can go to our N1 limits. We'll do a takeoff 2D rate today with a cell temp of 34. To the takeoff page, then we'll go ahead and do flaps 5. Get our centre of gravity in there. Good, good, good reef. Flying from Athens to Frankfurt. Oh, that's a fun one. What airline are you flying? 142, 143 and 147 for the V speeds with 150 V2. Athens to Frankfurt. That's quite a vibey flight actually. Lufthansa. Nice. Well, I hope you enjoy it. We'll just chuck 370 in here. And I also want to pull up a little something we're going to be using today. That's boarding complete. Quickly open this so we can see it all. Right, let's quickly bring this up on the screen, if I can get it to work. Okay. We'll go ahead and open you up. That's a bit small, isn't it? Pop it in this one. Oh, that's also a bit small. Okay, well, we'll just change scenes. There we go. So, this is Touchdown FX. So, it basically is like a Volanta landing rate, just you have a bit more information. So, for example, on our last flight I did a flight last night just to test it out from Vegas to LAX. We can view the landing scorecard. So you get all of your information here, like your G-force, the crab, the pitch, of course the landing rate, and then you get like a score on how you do. You can actually then replay the approach, so you have a 2D view. So that's quite cool. I got 100 there, and then I did a TUI flight from Birmingham to Alicante as well. That wasn't quite so good. Bit of a harder landing rate. Not so good on the crab, the vertical speed. So quite a good little tool that we're going to be using in the background of today's flight. I'll make sure to show you that again a little bit later on. I just did Frankfurt to Athens, so now I'm on the return leg. Wow, that is a long flight. 3 hours each way. Oh, that's cool, Reef. I'll have to see if I can find an old iPad to get my PFD and ND stuff. Or I might actually use it as an EFB, because that's pretty good. It's quite cool when you see people with the proper EFBs with iPads. If you want the link, I can grab it. It's on flightsim.to, or you can also go to their website to find it as well. Wow, flightsim.to looked me up. I have to down FX. If anyone wants the link, it is in the chat now. Right, APU is starting. We can hear that in the background. Boarding is also complete, so we can actually go ahead and get our APU bleed on as well. And we can go ahead and call for push. Yeah, we'll release the ground power. And also just remove the chocks. PMTG 737-600. Oh, that's quite unique actually. I don't hear of many people flying the 600. But yeah, the Boris sound pack is incredible. I think it's not... The 737 isn't quite as good as the 777. If you have the PMDG 777, get the Boris sound pack. It is amazing. Get the rest of the fuel pumps on. Beacon light as well. Ah, that's alright, Reef. If you do get a 777 variant, I would actually recommend going with the 777 Freighter. It's one of the cheaper ones. And if you don't like flying long haul all day, every day, then you have a load of short haul routes still. So I would recommend the Freighter to anyone. Unfortunately, I don't have it, which is really annoying, and I wish I did. 338. We need to pop these two. But I see a couple other content creators stream it all the time. And we're going nose right. We'll release brakes just while we set this. Okay, well, there we go. Start at wheel our engines. Engine number 2 over to ground. Sounds are going to be cranked all the way up, so I hope you enjoy. Let's quickly introduce the fuel. There we go. Simply the best. Right, engine number 1, we need to get that going, and we can listen to that start up. Enjoy. Right, brakes are set. Introduce the fuel as well. Just listen to that. Wowzers. Kitten Airlines, hello, welcome aboard. Sorry I missed your message there. Over on Twitch. Right, we have 2 good engine starts then. I'm just going to try to see what the audio levels should be. Let me know if they need adjustments. Gen 1s, Gen 2 go on. APU bleed comes off. Packs go on. Isolation valve to auto. APU we can shut down now then. And we'll get our hydraulic pumps, propheats, and the yaw damper. We're going to go ahead and set flaps 5 here. Start full right. Full left. And neutral. I won't do the other ones just yet because they are ridiculously loud. Right, auto brake RTO, that's all set. Engine mode selected over to continuous, taxi light, and we'll get the runway turn off lights on as well. Okay, we are ready to go. Let's go ahead, release those brakes, and start our taxi out to the runway today. Runway 34 right. Gonna make a turn right here. Just to get onto the other taxiway. And now it's all the way up to the very end. Across the other runway, and then we will get on in. Hey Baker, hey, long time no see, hope you're well. How's it going? Welcome in. Let me just double check them on live where they are. I can't actually remember where I was. Oh, I did move the time on purpose because it's like the middle of the night right now in Japan. FS realistic, making sure I've got the right profile, which I do. Good Baker. Reef says, I just taught myself how to do an ILS approach too, as I never knew. I used to hand fly every single approach. Oh wow. Once you get the hang of the ILS approaches, they're really easy. All you do, course in, both sides, ILS frequency, click the approach button, and then you're set. RNAVs are even easier, especially in the 737, because you just chuck the course in and that's that. The ones that are a bit more difficult are like your VORs and just your localizer approach. They're a bit more of a pain up the back to figure out how to get going. That's why I tend to avoid doing those if I can, because I never really remember. Where are we going? 3-4 right, so we're literally going all the way to the end. So I've decided I'm doing these earlier streams now. So it's 4:30 for me in the UK that well, we actually started at more like 4:15, 20 past. Instead of our usual 8 PM. I'm just going to see how that works viewer-wise, number one. And also how it works for me, number two. See what time we end up wrapping up. 20 to midnight. Oh wow. And you've got a 3-hour flight? Dear me, Reeve. 20 to midnight, what's that? 3 hours ahead? No, 4 hours ahead. No, more than that. 7 hours ahead. Whereabouts in the world are you, Reef? West Australia. I guess that makes sense with your name, Reef, the coral reef in Australia. Australia is one of those places that I've always wanted to go, but it's so far away that it's one of those that I don't know if I'll ever be able to get down there. But what I do want to do is Fiji and New Zealand. So I may have to stop off in Australia if I do go down that way. Oh, we overshot that.
On runway
well recovered.
34 right.
Barely. Right, guys. Auto throttle is armed. Sounds going up. Enjoy this takeoff. Let's go flying. Toga. There we have it. Good thrust. Our airspeed is alive. Yep, thank you very much.
80 knots.
That's checked. Throttle hold. Bit of a crosswind.
Rotate.
Rotate. Give it a kick of rudder there.
Buzz great.
Gear up. Lovely stuff. Just bring those sounds back down a bit for you all. And we'll get the autopilot on. I want to see out the window. Autopilot is on. VNAV. Oh wow, look at that. I don't think this is photogrammetry actually. Still looks absolutely stunning though. I got the name because your mum was watching TV and someone called someone Reef and she thought it was a good name, so I just had an E. Ah. Very nice. Right, well, flaps up already. We didn't have very much time for that. Auto brake can go off for gear off. Landing lights, sorry, just the runway lights and taxi lights off. Wing lights, engine start switches back to normal. Wow, look at that. What a view. Absolutely lovely. I love the buzzsaw of the Boeing 737. Oh, very nice, Baker. I was on a 737-800 2 weeks ago. I went to Norway. That was fun. V1 to your dreams. Wow, I have not heard your name in a very long time. Hope you are well. In an exam right now. Good luck to you, V1. So when I was in Norway, we were doing this tobogganing thing. And it's like a 1.8 kilometer toboggan run. It was absolutely incredible. I loved every minute of it. but I somehow crashed. I went over... we were on these little go-kart things with like the steering wheels and everything. And I had accidentally flown off the edge of the track and then crashed into the tree, which was not quite ideal. And then like a few runs later, I was going too fast, overturned it, and then I flew out and the trolley went flying. That was also an interesting one. Something really unique that I tried for the first time was mousse. So I had like this mousse focaccia. It was really, really quite tasty actually. With like tomatoes, lettuce and cheese. It was really good. And then the mousse itself was like not quite as venison-y as like a deer or something. But also not quite like beef. It was really, really nice. It was like cooked really well as well. When I went tobogganing, some guy kept bumping into the back of me when the guy in front... oh no. Everyone says I've got new specs, and man, it is fun. 5070 i7 32GB DDR5. Oh, nice V1. I bet your sim is running lovely. I've managed to get my sim to a point that it is just incredible. I can actually get some music on now. Yeah, I've gotten to a point where I've managed to tweak my settings enough so that they're like just right. Reef, I have a 5060 Ti 16GB, an i5 13400F, 32GB of DDR5 as well. So it's not the most powerful system, but I've got it. So right now I've got 120 FPS locked. And the majority of the time, unless I'm going into like NVIDIA Heathrow or LAX, or some really heavy scenery, I get 120 FPS locked the majority of the time. So yeah, I'm really happy with how it is performing. Something that's really annoying, the ETA is our Sim Zulu time. Which is a bit annoying. So we are not landing at 11:12 Zulu. V1, they're in my Discord server. If you do !Discord, you can visit the settings channel. It's all in there. Same for you, Reef. In the Discord server, or it should be anyway. Most up-to-date ones. I will check after the stream if they're up-to-date or not. If they're not up-to-date, then I will get them updated. But I believe they are up-to-date. Sure, that's fine. So I also use auto FPS. Let me grab my auto FPS settings. Flyboys, Mo's ice cream truck music. Oh, I remember that. Another thing I tried while I was in Norway was reindeer. Not something you would think about, but reindeer would recommend. It was slightly sweeter than just the regular old steak. It was so tasty. It was more on the rare side they cooked it to, which I guess is how it's meant to be. Let's see if I can find the video, some videos. Of the takeoff and landing. I should be able to get you all of them, watch them on stream. No, Baker. Basically, because in Japan right now it's, let's see, midnight. What I've done is I've just brought the time forward a load. So no, we're not landing at midnight. Thank goodness for that. Yes, V1, 2024. Ah, interesting, Reef. Oh, 100%. I could never go to MSFS 2020 anymore. Couldn't do it. Fair enough, Baker. Some people still have some quite dodgy experiences with 2024. Let's grab some pictures of food I had. And then we'll get the landing as well. There we go. But it was a great trip. I would 100% recommend going to Norway. Right, let's go. Oh. So this is the mousse that I had. So it's like grilled on a focaccia bread. That was lovely. Then let me grab the reindeer. So this was the reindeer. So very much cooked rare. So this was a potato thing. This was like a skin on the potatoes. And then inside were potatoes. The potatoes were really, really tasty. You're working on a home cockpit, V1. Ooh. That's exciting. And then Brussels sprouts as well. let's go ahead and grab the landing video. So we flew on a 737 MAX out there with Norwegian. Let me just bring you up. There we go. So 737 MAX with Norwegian. The deer looks identical to kangaroo. Okay, I'll search it up in a minute, Reef. So it was really bad visibility. So you can see, like, there is no visibility over here. Really, really low clouds. The pilot absolutely butted it though. It was a really smooth landing. Alright, ready? Gentle flare. Crossed idle. Touchdown. The reverse thrust. You could actually see the condensation coming off because the ground was wet. It was a lovely landing. Yeah, it was great. It was a great trip. $4,000 for a 737 quadrant. That is unreal. Is it the Cockpit Master one? Reef? Because that one looked really, really good. Well, maybe it was Cockpit Simulator. Master. Oh yes, this is it. Let me pull this up. This, the Cockpit Simulator quadrant. Like, this thing looks insane. What is the price of it? Oh! Dearie me. €3,000. Wowzers. I had a peaceful flight from Amsterdam to Heathrow, and it was a nice flight until I entered London. All I heard was ATC stressing, and I got told to go around and vaccine. Oh, okay. Interesting, Baker. I have noticed that on people's streams that I've watched lately, that the air traffic control has Seems to be relatively flustered nowadays. Especially on VATSIM and things like that. Wow, yeah, very expensive reef. But from what I could tell, it looked like it was really nice. So in theory, somewhere, it may be a bit too cloudy to see Mount Fuji today. Still got ages to go though, so there's no rush. Volanta says we're estimated to be in at 6:15, about an hour and a bit. Very nice. Yeah, I think what I want to add to my flight sim setup next is more Boeing stuff, because I've got all Airbus at the minute. So I think I want to buy the Wing or Wing Control even PAP3N, the FMC, the Boeing FMC. I have the Airbus MiG-Do and it's really lovely. And I really want the throttle as well, but my Thrustmaster throttle works, so it's like, why spend all of the money on something that you have that works, you know? Oh, as well, I was going to show you guys 𝗏RAS again. So they've changed it up a bit, or they just updated 𝗏RAS. So now you have a load of extra sounds and things, so it's quite exciting. You had the TCA side stick and you lost it? Oh. Oh yes, kangaroo meat. Yes, that's 𝗏RAS. That's 𝗏RAS V1. Oh yeah, kangaroo does look relatively similar to that. On Contrail V1, it is, I want to say £10? £12.42. £12.42 for 𝗏RAS. It is one of the add-ons that is like, for me, it's one that I couldn't recommend enough. And as well, if you use our discount code AF8838, you get 10% off, but it's only one use per customer, so use it wisely. Hold on, let me get you a link to it. There you go. There's a link to it for you, V1. Here we go, at top of climb. Then top of descent. Shouldn't be too much longer. By the way, there's a game I want to play. We'll play this game. We'll play a couple of games. But It's this game, and I don't know. Can't remember what the name of it was. Oh, what was it called? Ah, I found it. No worries, V1. It's definitely worth it. I really want the PMDG 737-800. 600 was way too short. Yeah, I mean, that is the difficulty, unfortunately, with the 600. The 737-800 is so good because literally every operator uses it. Also, what on earth is this turbulence? So, we're going to play this game. It's called... Make this a bit smaller. There we go. Whoa, okay, we're going to be closing down you. Hopefully that makes this turbulence not quite so bad. But we are going to give this game a go. So, US connected routes. So we have to guess what the route is. 9 hours and 15 minutes, Boeing 777-300ER. I'm going to guess DFW to Heathrow. 1,546 miles away, so I'm going to say Frankfurt. Frankfurt to... It's not too far from DFW. Miami? Or could this be Nashville? Anyone got any ideas for this? I know, right? The turbulence has not been very good. The iFly is pretty good from memory V1. I haven't flown it in a while, actually. I'm waiting for the update. Okay, 700 miles away from Nashville. I need a Google map. I'm thinking DC. What is it? IAD? 1,000 miles away from Frankfurt? For a 9-hour flight? Is it going to be like Rome? Oh, it's Turkish Airlines. Okay, Istanbul. 228 miles away from IAD. So is it going to be JFK? Hey, JFK to Istanbul. Nice. Yeah, we're a little bit Baker. So we're actually now going to try non-US routes, the hard one. An aircraft Embraer 295, hour 47. Who has a lot of Embraer operators? First thing that came to my mind was going to be Oslo. And I was thinking it was going to be to like Tallinn. Okay, 1,000 miles south of Oslo is what? Is it going to be like Paris? Ooh, that's a very good point, Reef. We'll have to look it up. Look it up, see if there is one. 900 miles away from Tallinn. We go Geneva. Okay, this is tough. That is one. Okay, 600 miles away from Geneva. Okay, we'll do the Geneva one first. 400 miles north, we're going to be looking at Munich. Nah, Frankfurt. From Rome. KLM. Okay, well, Amsterdam. Westbound. Okay, yeah, so we're going to Amsterdam from where? Budapest? Oh, is it going to be Croatia, Zagreb? Oh, get in. There is air portal. We'll drag this across. What should we start with? Start with Heathrow. None. LAX? Oh, we'll do Vegas. So K goes there. Okay, wait. This one here is going to be A. AK. There's no D. Is this going to be like... Can't be Gatwick. Because there's no E or G. Any other suggestions? Is this an iCal? No. Wait, the A doesn't go there? A goes here? A-Y-K A-Y-K-D A-Y-K-E. You lost. Brilliant. That one's not brilliant, actually. Right, I'm going to quickly grab a quick drink of water. Enjoy the tunes and the views. I'll be 2 moments. Alrighties, I'm back. Sorry about that quick little break there. Just had to grab a quick drink of water. And a snack, of course. Getting closer to Tokyo now. 106 miles until top drop. I want to see some of the cinematic views, so what we'll do, turn the sim down a bit more. It's just very loud out here, so if we don't turn the volume down, you'll get deafened. The views are really quite something though. Alright. Well, we just get to chill out for a bit now, which is good. Hey Reef, if you're there, what is Australia like in the summer? Intrigued to know. Is it like scorching hot or... Well, I know it's hot, but how hot does it get? One thing that I actually find quite annoying with chasing plane is that the views seem quite repetitive. Our hottest day at the start of 2026 was 49 degrees centigrade. Wow. So in the UK, we're just getting into our summer season. And today it was 13 degrees and we were boiling. So what is it like in Australia during the winter? Because of course it's your winter now, isn't it? This livery I actually really like, especially in comparison to the Japan Airlines livery. This one is so much more interesting. Our coldest was about -7 briefly overnight. Ah, interesting. Oh, just look down there. Japan, what a country. I really miss it. We went last summer. One of the best trips. No, not one of. The best trip I've ever taken. 15 to 22. Wow. Yeah, I like the cold as well. We just have a lot of it. What I really like is like 20 degrees with a light breeze. That is really nice. The rain is a bit annoying though. '23 is a sweet spot with no wind. If it's going to be windy or cloudy, I want to say about 26 or 27. Ah, that's fair enough. Yeah, I like it around the 15-degree mark. That's what I like most. Hey, thank you for the follow there. See how I pronounce your name. That is always going to be a bit of a challenge. I've lost it. Where'd it go? Thank you for the follow though, much appreciated. We're on Twitch. 𝗦𝗃𝗂𝗃, there we go. Oh, I do remember you. I do remember you. Hope you're doing well. Long time no see. Reef, probably not. I'm going to have to get some dinner as it's 5:30. Be down on, well, what time is it now? 31 miles until top of descent. Oh, we should probably take a look at that. But yeah, we probably won't be doing the return today. Don't worry though, we'll be back on Wednesday with another live stream. And on Wednesday, we're going to be flying I planned it out. Oh yes, Raleigh to LaGuardia in the CRJ. So quite a nice little unique aircraft that we're going to give a go. And then Friday we're going to do Geneva to Naples in the Phoenix A320. Good to hear, Vic. I'm doing alright, thank you for asking. Oh, I hate how it always gets laggy up here. I need to start closing some stuff down, see what I can get rid of to better the performance. Tokyo is a really heavy area as well for frames. I'll try close down the tabs. Right. Arrival wise, we need to start plugging in our information for that. So it's going to be 240 on the minimums. Ooh. $240 on the minimums, just like so. And it's going to be $222 for the course. A nice number there, 222. 222. Okay. Set that on this side as well. In the event of a go around, it will be heading 222 as well. So we'll just get all of this all set up, ready to go. $222, and then it's won't be able to make Wednesday or any other weekday. Oh, that's all right. No problem at all. I may try throw some weekend streams in. 108.1 for our wireless frequency. 108.1.1081. Good, that's it. I may have to scrap off 𝗲𝗯𝗀 because 𝗲𝗯𝗀 is a resource hog. Like, it's using 500 megabytes of RAM and 4.8% of my processor. Come on. Fridays. Yeah. We'll be live on Friday. Bit of a longer flight on Friday. So I'm gonna dump 𝗲𝗯𝗀, I reckon. And then 𝗲𝗯𝗀, exit. There we go. That has... Oh, we missed our top descent. That has come fast. Down to 4,000 we go. Level change. Level change just for a minute. Put it back into VNAV for that. Catch up the VNAV profile shortly, I'd reckon. So, Mount Fuji... Oh, 𝗲𝗯𝗀 has opened itself again. Quit. Mount Fuji should be relatively close to us. I don't know where it is. So... we probably have already passed it. It would be a bit of a shame, but... So we're landing runway 22, and then it is a mega long taxi to stand 64. Gosh, that's a long taxi. Gate 64. Use airport. Oh, NA. Wowzers. Long taxi. So we're literally going almost from one end of the airport to another. Opera GX would take 40 to 60% of your CPU. That is mental. I'll use Firefox. Really happy with it, and it doesn't take loads of my performance up, and it was using 2% of my CPU. Hey Vic,
to still see you active. Looking forward to future videos.
Thank you very much for the gold membership there. Really do appreciate it. That is awfully kind of you. Thank you. I will send you a DM on Discord later, and then we can get some of your perks going if you like. Reef says, I use Brave. I prefer it over Firefox. It uses about the same. It doesn't share any info at all, whereas Firefox shares a tiny bit, albeit better than another browser. Yeah, fair enough. I think Firefox and Brave are relatively similar. Let me know if the audio levels are okay. I will just double check them real quick. But it's really hard for me to hear this stream while I'm streaming. It's really weird. Sounds good, Vic. Thank you very much again for your membership there. Much appreciated. Have a fantastic rest of your day, my friend. We'll turn the sim up a bit, because I know that was quite quiet. Alright, sounds good, Reef. Thanks again for stopping in, man. Much appreciated. Where is the music gone? Oh, it is there. It's just quiet this time. We'll skip it then. Turn the sim down ever so slightly. Alright. So, as I said earlier, that's Scout, the waypoint, and then it's like this radial half-circular thing, and then it's in for the ILS runway 22, so it's a very fun approach. Should be a very good landing as well. I'm looking forward to it. 700 feet above profile, that's okay. We'll get down there shortly. There isn't too much rush. Worst case, we'll deploy some speed brakes later on. Wow, we're fast. Lovely stuff. Right, we're starting to lose our VNAV profile, so I will just deploy some speed brakes to get our tails back on the profile. 16,000 feet. Let's go ahead and get our seatbelt signs on. What we'll do as well, we'll get our lights on already. Be properly prepared to get our wing light on there as well. There's the start. Oh, not quite yet, actually. Tokyo will be down there somewhere. We may not be able to see loads of it today just because of the weather, but let's see what we can see. Oh, that is sort of how it works. There we go. We're about to get back on profile. Brilliant stuff. Speed brakes can go back in. Although we may need it again in a minute once we get through 10,000 for the what I imagine to be a 250 knot thingy restriction. Get the METAR in, and we'll also pop on over to non-standard pressure. What a flight. Oh, interesting. Okay, the wind's 190 degrees, 10 knots, 5,000 5-mile visibility, light showers of rain. View cloud 700, broken at 1500, temperature 60, dew point 15, QNH 1011. So, not brilliant weather over in Tokyo. May have an auto land, we'll see how it goes. I hope we don't have an auto land because they're a bit boring. Right, this song's going to make me fall asleep. Here we go. That yellow dot is really... The yellow dot there is really distracting when you are changing views. Oh, nice little rainbow there. I didn't actually realise you could get rainbows in the sim. It's lovely, that. $13,000 feet restriction there at Solar. And our speed's come back as well. Good. We've been airborne for an hour now. Blown by. Doesn't feel like it's been an hour. Getting a bit of turbulence. Hopefully that turbulence starts to disappear as we get lower. What was the wind? 10 knots. 190 at 10 knots. So a little bit of a crosswind, but it shouldn't be too bad. Just an island down there. Mainland Japan off to our left. Oh, here it is. Or maybe that is mainland Japan as well. Oh, it is, yeah. Wow, I love flying here. It's just so incredible. I can't wait to see some of the photogrammetry as we get a little bit closer to Tokyo. That is going to be incredible. Alright. Just about to approach Scout, as I mentioned a few times. That's where we start our little turn. And then we get ready for the approach shortly after that. What we'll do, we'll go fixed page. We'll go runway 22. And we'll just do dash 10 and a dash 5 fixed ring. Just so we have that. To be our little visual aid. Sometimes in the 737 it's really hard to tell when you need to start the Boeing flaps and speed brake and the landing gear, etc. Oh, that looks so good. I'm so excited for this. Almost looks real. That is insane. Ooh. Of course, as I mentioned earlier, we're using Touchdown FX. So we'll see how that goes. Should give us some quite good information. 𝗗𝗏𝗏𝗀𝗏, hello, welcome. I definitely have gotten your name wrong. Please do correct me on how to pronounce it. 𝗗𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. Welcome aboard though, nice to see you. So we're literally sat at 13,000 for ages. Okay, fair enough. Right above this clouds, we've been cloud surfing for ages. This was a sunset, this would look absolutely gorgeous. Starting our left turn now, and then we'll be going to stock and then on in. I would imagine in real life they get vectored around here just to make it a little bit easier for themselves. 𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏, people dip in and out, but I haven't streamed in quite a while, so that's probably why. Just gotta start rebuilding the viewer base and things like that. But there are going to be a lot more streams over the next coming days and weeks, so be sure to stay tuned. Our next one, of course, being Wednesday and Friday. My goal is to stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, at 4 UK time every week. So that's the goal. Of course, there will be exceptions. I've got plans or something. But yeah. Hey, thank you very much. That's very kind of you. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Welcome in. Something maybe we should do on a Tuesday or Thursday, one of them. If I've got a little bit of spare time. I'd like to do some base training. We can do it in the A320 and the 737. So just try and improve the landings and things like that. Should be quite good. Still at 13,000. Should be hopefully nearly time to descend as we start looping in. What we'll do, we'll just do a direct quickly to shaft. Save ourselves a tad of time. And that also says that we are 3,000 feet below the profile. So you love to see it. We'll get some spoilers going just to get us descending that little bit quicker. Won't be too long until we pause the music then, as we enter our sterile cockpit ready for our landing. We'll probably stop the music after this song, which is almost over. Then we'll get the sim turned up. Let's get our sim sounds up. Ooh. Lovely. $800 feet off of profile, we're getting there. Save the ground spoilers out for a little longer. About to get off of the water again and then back into some land. We should start to see Tokyo come into our sight a little bit further up. Perfect. Back on profile. Ground spoilers can go back in. Ding the cabin. Just let them know we're about ready to land. And of course in a sterile cockpit now. So what we'll do our landing dispatch as well. So it says VREF 154. Get that in there. Very close now. over the little bay there. So when I flew into Tokyo, we actually came up this bay here, and then we like had a visual turn. That was quite good fun. All those sounds, just incredible. $8,000 by shaft, and then it will be in again to bacon, nylon, lifty, nitro, and then circle on in. I really want to start seeing some of Tokyo. Where are you? We don't bite. It's not come to say hello yet. Oh, that wing view. Incredible. Oh, 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 oh. Oh no, this is the other side of the bay. Yeah, we're not going to see Tokyo just yet. Oh, that's a shame. Be a little bit further to go until we see downtown Tokyo. You can start to see some of the cherry blossom now. As it is spring. Cherry blossom is meant to be... cherry blossom season is meant to be a really good time to visit. Busy time though, I can imagine. .23 knots crosswind, tailwind thing. I don't really know what to call it. About 23 knots. Hopefully that wind calms itself down when we are on approach. Hey, some of Tokyo. Far outskirts, but a little bit of Tokyo coming in. More of Tokyo starting to come in. Looks... Oh, it is incredible. Looks so good. Right, Sky Dolly, let's get you open. Start the replay. Oh my goodness. This just looks incredible. Wow. I mean, look at this. So I've actually got, I've purchased Forza Horizon 6, which is in Japan, so that is really exciting. It's a shame there's all of this cloud. We won't be able to see loads of the city at this rate. And we can see a little bit more. We need to disarm that. Sometimes if you arm this too early, it goes to glide path and VOR localizer instead of localizer and glide slope. Oh, this is just incredible. Reef, yeah. So I was just talking about how incredible Japan is looking. It's like I've pre-ordered a copy of Forza Horizon 6, of course based in Japan. But I am so pumped. We'll definitely have to stream some of it. Airport down there. Can't arm that just yet. Welcome back, by the way. Flaps 1. Speed check to flaps 1. It's actually way too early for flaps, I've just realised. Oh, very nice reef. Very, very nice. Yeah, I went with the premium edition in the end. So I regret not getting the premium edition for Forza Horizon 5. And just given how incredible this one is going to be, it's like, oh, I'm just going to do it. It's really expensive though. Forza games have gotten well expensive. Well, all games have actually. 𝗏𝗏𝗏 was correct, right? 𝗏𝗏𝗏, 𝗏𝗏𝗏, and 222. Yep. Not quite yet. One hour left. Very nice. Not too much longer. That's gone by quick. I remember it was like 3 hours there. We've been airborne for an hour and 22 minutes. Ish. Right. It still says glide path. Well, wait a minute then. There is more of Tokyo. Hi, Tokyo. We're recording? Yes. Ah, cost index of 49. That's why. Okay, well, looks like glide path now instead of the glide slope. Give it some ground spoilers and set flaps 5. We'll go speed 170. It's a shame there's so much low cloud. Gutting, really. There we go, flaps is out 5. Bring our spoilers back in now. Right. We'll wait a bit longer until we do any other flaps now. If you are in chat, please do pop some landing rate guesses into the chat. How do you think we're going to do on this landing? Are we going to slam it or butter it? Hopefully, we're going to give it a butter. Those engines sound incredible. The photogrammetry down there as well. Oh my goodness. Amazing. Alright, flaps 10, speeds checked. Flaps 10. Oh. Whoa. I am so glad I picked this airport. Just look at that. Tokyo Skytree. Whoa. That is just amazing. It's huge. Oh. What a view. I mean, that looks real. Okay, gear down. Flaps 15. Let's not get too distracted now. Try our best. Oh my goodness. I wonder where the Tokyo Tower is. I actually don't know where it is. That is immense. Wow. Next set of flaps. We'll go our reference speed 154. That is insane. Ooh. Okay. And flaps 30. Oh. This is just incredible. You could not tell me otherwise. Oh my goodness. Great views out that side as well. I just want to auto land it so we can look at the views, but we'll take control. Right, sounds are up, guys. Enjoy this landing. Give it just a few more minutes. What a flight. I actually can't see the runway yet. Oh, here we go. There it is. is incredible stuff. Some of the bay down here. Struggling to see the runway in this cloud. My airplane.
Approaching 2.
There's
2.
the runway. Ah, my throttles. Oh, it's blown us off that centre line quite a bit. Give it a little bit of nose down trim, help us along.
500. 400.
'Get him
300
high.
minimums. Minimums.
Continue.
100. 50. 30. 20. 10.
Get down, get down, get down, get down, get down. That may not be 130 feet per minute reef. That might be a tad harder.
3,000 feet remaining.
I'll get a quick sneak peek as to what it was. Okay, okay. Well, there we have it, my friends. Welcome to Tokyo, Haneda. That was incredible. What a flight. Now, here comes the lag. (1,002 feet per minute. You should have gone around. If you have wind shear, I think you're meant to go straight around. Okay, but just make sure we have stand 64 plugged in, which we do. Get our windscreen wipes on. Ooh, just get on up. 64, cool. I know exactly where we're going. And we're on mic at the minute. We need to go on to Lima here. Please do excuse me if I ignore chat for a minute. Oh, you were low. Ah. Once I get parked up, we'll be alright. Yeah, I should be able to go back. I've got the chat and the charts up now. There we go. Okay, here we are. Bravo 7 to cross.
Approaching runways.
Ah, we're on the runway now, though. We'll pop off down there. What a flight. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. We'll take a look at the landing rate in just a moment once we get all parked up and secured.
16 right.
And of course we'll take a look at our scorecard. I don't want to go on Alpha, I want to take Kilo. So basically we're going back over there, so it's a pretty long taxi out. Let's taxi a bit faster, shall we? I have no clue where we are. Oh right, we're at the East Cargo area. Ooh. Does this line just end? So this is actually the default Asobo airport. So for a default airport, this one's actually relatively nice. I'm on Bravo right now. Oh no, sorry, I'm on Romeo right now. Left is Juliet. We'll be on Juliet. Right, you're annoying. You're going off. This is a ridiculously long taxi in. Oh well. So after this then, what we'll be doing, just do a replay and then we will wrap it up there. Right, let's taxi faster, this is taking too long. There we go, that's more like it. Getting somewhere now. Okay. We are going in here to stand 64. Just let me double check. Is in good. So yeah, all things considered, this scenery is pretty nice. Especially as it's a default Asobo one. S 63. There we go. Lights off. That's a very good question, Rafe. And to be honest, it is all up to you. Personally, I would be flying the 737-800 more than the 777 freighter. Sorry, 300ER. I don't fly the 777-300ER actually that often, but it's one of those aircraft that I still like to have. So if you wanted a 777 and don't usually do long hauls, then I'd go with the 777 freighter. Hey, we got a dance! Let's go. Alright, well, a very warm welcome to Tokyo, everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed the flight there. Let's take a look at our scorecard. Make it a bit bigger now. So, upload it real quick. Let's view our scorecard. So, pretty good. We didn't do very well on the crabbing or the VS. We got a couple of points marked down on, but not bad. Quite a crosswind as well there, so I'll take that. Yeah, that's true, Reef. So, you know, if you're happy flying the 737-600, then go with the 777. And if you get the freighter as well, you'll still be able to use it a load, plus it's not quite as expensive as the 300ER. So, yeah, go for that. Lovely stuff. Nice, happy with that. Landing rate of minus 207 feet per minute, so not too shabby. PMDG setup, panel load, and we'll go with our final, and then we'll do a replay. Alright, it's replay time.
Airspeed loss.
And we'll go from about here for this first one, just to get a
Flaps.
good view of the
Flaps. Approaching 2-2.
city.
Too fast. Too fast.
Did that just say too fat? It did, that's brilliant. Get some tunes on.
Unstable.
Alright, 𝗲𝗏, you are going away. What an approach, and what fantastic views out of that window. I know, right, Reef? So rude. Is it? It is. Brilliant. Thank you for letting me know. Not too bad. What fantastic views. We'll go for the engine view. Ooh, that sounds nice, Reef. Not terrible, not bad. We'll do one outside view and then we'll wrap up for the day. Oh dear. Reef, that is chase plane and FS realistic for the head movement. I don't have a 𝗬𝗲𝗊𝗀 tracker or track IR. Guys, I'm afraid though that is going to have to wrap up today's stream. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I have. I have loved it. It has been a great flight. So big thank you to everyone who has come along today. Massive shout out to Vic for becoming a channel member. Much appreciated. And thank you for your support. Another big shout out to Reef and Baker for coming along on today's stream, being in the chat, saying hello. I really do appreciate it. It makes the streams a lot more interesting for me. So yeah, thank you. We'll watch this landing and then we'll set up for our final replay. But if you are on your way out, don't forget to drop a like, hit subscribe if you're new. It's getting towards the end of the touchdown zone there. Gorgeous though. Right, go. About there. Wow. Right, guys, that's all from me today. Thank you very much for coming along. Have a fantastic evening, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye for now.